not connected to their own hair, we know they're not connected, right? They're not connected. You know what I'm saying? We know they're living in the matrix. They got the matrix in them. They done chopped off their connection to the ethers, to the cosmos, and put in this fake connection, which is already a bad thing because most of them come from either dead hair, from people shedding their hair and shedding all their misery and say, I'm letting go. I'm chopping it off. So they got all this in the hair or some horse hair. So it's not even real. The connection is disconnection. So the things that they're doing is given to them by society that made them hate themselves. Now, once they hate themselves, that's when they do these things. This is an expression of self-hate. When you chop your hair, that's an expression that you hate yourself. Okay? So this is the mechanism of the society because they know that love is a powerful force. So they get you disconnected because once you put anything in your hair, stop your connection. You're not connected to your brain. You're not connected to the source. You will not get the signals. Okay? You will not get a lot of the benefits that you would get if you were connected. That's why they disconnect you. That's why they want the brothers to chop our hair off also. But then, through other means, they get the women. It's easy for them. All you got to do is make them hate themselves. And they'll chop their hair off. Now, the brothers, it's a different mechanism. You got to put him some other things to make him do what you want him to do.
Okay, so now when you see a goddess like Stormy in box number 3, right below me, right? Mm-hmm. She cuts her hair. Do you consider that a form of self-hate?
It could be different reasons why they cut their hair, but most of the time, if a woman cuts her hair off, it's self-hatred, especially if she connects something else to it, because that says that this connection is better than my connection. Okay? Whatever the connection that I'm putting in my hair is better than my connection. I'm going to cut my hair off to put other one's hair in my head. Now, sometimes the cutting your hair off is an expression to the people. It's a signal to people. For whatever reason that she feel, she want to express a signal to people about something. So she cuts her hair off. Or it could be her saying, I'm starting over. I'm going to release all this trauma. I feel this in my hair. So I'm going to chop this hair off and I'm going to get rid of all of it and I'm going to grow again. So it's a lot of different signals that women are letting off when they cut their hair off. It's not one thing. It could be different things that she is signaling to the world and to herself. She could be signaling to herself, this is my start over. She could be signaling to the world different signals like I'm this, I'm that, or I'm bold now, or I'm not scared anymore, or all these different signals that she could be throwing in and of herself and out to the world, internal and external. So it's a lot of things. The hair is a very powerful signal and a very powerful thing. I can read the room and read people through their hair.
Oh, read us.
Powerful.
Read us all.
No, I want to know. I want to know why he. I want to know why he believed that so strongly. Did you read that or do you feel that?
I don't listen.
Right? Before you go into what is your position and how you feel about things when it pertains to hair, and then you could ask him questions that aren't antagonistic. You know what I mean? That would not lead to debate, but make sure you're asking your questions with the level of respect as well too. So we don't take it to different spaces. But go ahead, my brother.
No, I always be wondering why people believe what they believe, and most of the time it's always, hey, go read this and read that and read this. I be wondering, do people believe this shit because they feel this shit? They was born with this shit?
Before we get into other people, what is your stance when it comes to hair? Where's it for you? Before we judge other people, we just want to know your mind first. What is your stance when it comes to it?
Honestly, I don't have a stance with that. I don't know. Okay. I'm the type of person that'll tell you I don't know. That's why I be wondering when I hear different people say different shit. That's why I be like, why do you feel this way? Why do you feel this way? I don't know. I'm the type of person who honestly can be honest about I don't know. I can say okay. I don't know.
Now with that you not knowing, and you hear a person that is in the knowing about hair, how would you know if they're in the knowing or not?
I think I would like to. I love to hear people say some shit that'll come from themselves rather than okay, go read this, go read that, and I read this. I would like to hear somebody say, I felt this type of way. I guess I could say that they felt a certain way about certain things. instead of reading something that somebody else wrote.
Okay.
Well,
So when you heard what General Simba was just saying, how do you know whether or not he read that or he felt that or he knows that through experience?
I didn't know. That's why I was trying to ask him, where did he get that knowledge from? That's why I wanted to know, like, did he get that knowledge from himself? Did he wake up with it, or did he read it? That's why I was trying to ask him.
Okay.
I think
Wait,
when you
before
have
you go,
discernment,
BBY, baby, hold on. We're gonna allow General Simba to answer that question real quick, and then you're up next.
Listen, I am that I am, bro. I brought a certain amount of knowledge back here because I'm a reincarnated soul, so I brought that with me. Plus, life gave me what it is, bro. Everything that life transpired through life put me at where I'm at now. So listen to me, bro. I have a wise dome. I got a lot of knowledge. So I'm giving you wisdom. I'm giving you knowledge, my brother. That's what I'm giving you. It ain't coming from no book, my brother. It's coming from the real deal. I am the light, my brother. So that's what it is, my brother. It ain't coming from no books, my brother. I'm telling you what's going on. I'm always ahead of y'all. 5-10 years ahead of y'all all the time. I'm telling y'all what's going on. You either listen or you don't, bro. The house on fire. You need to get out of the house, bro. Instead of trying to criticize me about what you think, because your knowledge not up there, bro. I'm trying to raise you up. But you don't understand. That's why you're trying to criticize me. I want to help you, bro, but you're going to have to raise up, bro, and listen to me. And stop trying to do that.
Can I say something in response to that?
Gratitude, y'all.
I was just gonna tell you, Miko, that sometimes you can discern, meaning like you can have some type of feeling within yourself to see if someone is speaking from their own personal knowledge of self. And then once you discern whether they are speaking from knowledge of self, listen more and you'll see, no offense to you, General Simba, but you just revealed yourself and your superiority complex.
It don't matter what you feel about me, goddess. I don't care.
I'm not trying to.
I hear you, but listen, you say I
finish.
revealed my. Hey, hold up. Hey, hold up. Let me say this real quick. I'm always
Let her
revealing
finish,
myself.
though,
I'm not hiding.
bro. Let her
I'm not
finish.
hiding. I'm not. But hold up. I'm gonna say it real quick. I'm always revealing myself. I'm never hiding. I am that I am. So now you know who I am. Go ahead, sister.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
So wait. Before everybody continue, I need y'all to understand the flow of the panel before y'all came up, right? I need y'all to really understand that. Now, a true test of spirituality, right, is something that I like to call entrainment. Entrainment deals with, if you are on a proper frequency, the ability to keep that frequency and bring people to that frequency, or if you're at the wrong frequency, being able to adjust and keep up with the frequency that's already going on, right? So now, if you guys are coming up here, we've granted you space. The goal is not to change the flow of the conversation. The goal is not to change the energy of the room from the place that it was, because it was already positive. So if you've come up here to talk about other people and not just give us your perspective on the topics, I'm going to drop you. I'm not saying you did that, box number 7. I'm not saying that. This is just something that I'm saying before, because now I've opened up the panel to a lot of people. So I'm just letting it be known right now. That's not the direction that we're going to go. All right. So thank you for your statements, box 7 and Miko. I'm going to go to the panel below, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Is there anything that you guys have to say about the topic that we've been talking about?
I just got in, so I'm box 9. What's the top? What was the topic?
Oh man, you're not even aware of the topic? Damn. Okay.
Can I add to what I was saying, because I was kind of interrupted? I'm not gonna even go down that avenue though. As far as what Simba was saying, I completely agree with the hair topic and how it is our antenna and it connects us with the earth. And as far as locks go, that is the natural way our hair grows, and it should be. And our hair defies gravity. There's so many beautiful things about being a melanated being, period, that connects us with the earth, and our hair is one of the most important aspects of that. And that's it. I agree with him on that. I just think, when we're delivering like knowledge and in a place like as such, we have to come from a place of humility so that things can be heard.
Come from no place.
No,
Take the knowledge that you don't.
I'm not coming for
Take the
you.
message.
I'm just speaking from who I am. I
Okay, and
respect
thank you.
you in your
Right.
godness, right? And your
Right.
godlike
And thank you.
nature.
And thank you for your expression. Box 8, box 9, box 10, box 11. Is there anything that you guys would like to say?
Yes, sir.
All right, yes, sir. This box 8 talking, man. Man, I like to say, man, I was in the Army of Love with General Symbol. I only lasted there. I only lasted 2 days in the Army of Love. I sent him money. I sent his man money on.
See, there you go.
Bro, get him out of here, man. Thank you, bro.
I didn't
Thank
really
you.
want to say too much. I
Had to
agreed
rebuke
on
that
the
sassy
topic.
spirit.
It's definitely a part of it is our antennae. It's an extension of our nervous system, our hair. When he was speaking on the reasons why people cut it, at first I wasn't sure what he was saying, but then he expanded on that. So I do believe that some people do cut their hair for reasons of shedding past traumas, whatever feels heavy on them. As they say, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Some people need to let it go in order to feel lighter and to renew. But I'm enjoying the topic. I agree.
Now, I love that. I love that response. Now, let me ask you a question, Goddess. Is there a hairstyle that makes you feel more powerful, or more in your proper energy?
A hairstyle that makes me feel more of my proper energy. When my locks are loose, right now they're in twists. When they're loose, and yeah, when they're just hanging down, when I let it be, honestly. I have my days where, I receive things a lot heavier. Like today, I woke up and I felt like things were coming on intensely. And so I wrap my head and provide a covering, and it helps during those times. But yeah, as opposed in reference to your question, just when I just let them be.
I love that. Love that response. Box number 10, you got it, brother. Peace and grace.
Peace and grace to you. You know what? I'm coming. This is me, but I'm coming from a spiritual place too. I remember the book about Samson and how Delilah cut his hair off and he lost all the connection to the Creator, all the power he had because of his hair loss.
Hey, get over there.
And for me, hair loss. Well, I'm getting old, so I'm going bald. So I'd rather have the bump cut. You know what I'm saying? But for people that still have their hair, they need in my heart, that's a true connection to where you can pick up on supernatural frequency, spiritual frequency, but everybody's trying to keep up with the now and not realizing it's like the Creator gave you that hair. Yeah, it may be nappy, it may be long, and it may be this and that, but that is my way of connecting to you from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Now, if you're not comfortable with that, then that's something different. But at the same time, that's God's way of letting you know what? This is like a telephone. And I know it sounds crazy, but this is like a telephone system frequency. So every time you pray, and for those that keep their hair, every time they pray, their prayers are going up. So when their prayers go up, it goes through the hair follicles. It goes through the tops of the hair. And when it does that, it gets into the atmosphere. And it's like, God is like, okay. Not saying he don't answer everybody's prayers, but the hair is an important thing. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, now for you, do you going bald, like you said,
Yes, sir.
do you feel like that's something attached to your spirituality, or do you feel like that's just a genetics thing?
You know what? And that's a deep question, brother. Because honestly, in a lot of situations, I believe when I don't feel close to the Creator, I look at my hair loss in a different sense. But when I When I'm not in the spiritual, it's just like, man, I'm going bald. I need to cut this off. I ain't trying to have no George Jefferson in here. So we gonna have to do something. But spiritually, it's just like, you know what? How do you know, my son, that I won't cause your hair to grow out the way it was supposed to by you focusing in on me? Stop focusing in on everything else and everybody else's business, and you focus on you and my business, and what was supposed to be will be. So if you focus in on me, the word says, if you draw close to me, I'll draw close to you. So, and all that being said, in everything that you do, seek first the kingdom. So if you seeking God, God's gonna give you what you were supposed to have until you started doing your own thing.
Okay.
But I'm sorry.
So
go ahead.
now I want to go to box number 8. Now, box number 8, did you have anything to say on this topic, or are you just trying to make this about Simba? And if you are just trying to make this about Simba, I'm going to have to block you from the room.
Honestly, I'm not making it about Simba, but it's just some things.
See, you threw the butt in. You threw the butt. I don't even have to hear the rest.
Yes, sir.
The butt just throws away everything you just said before that.
Yes,
So
sir.
I don't have to hear the rest. And Shu, if you could find him, block him from the room.
Okay.
That was 444 God. We're not you had a chance. I don't give men a lot of chances.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean? You're not gonna get too many chances with me. Plush, what's going on with you?
I got a question too.
Yeah, you gotta
How's it
be
going?
good.
You doing all right?
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
doing well.
is this a box where everybody believe in God?
We're talking about hair. We're not dealing with people's like belief systems. I could care. Yeah, I could care less their belief systems right now. I'm not because I don't need to find some way to judge them or divide them from being equal with me. But yeah, is there anything you wanted to say about the topic? Are you?
No, I'm just listening. I was just trying to make sure,
Okay.
trying to see who all believe like if this was a God topic.
May I interject? What is the topic exactly? I came here because my sister's in box 7.
Okay, the topic is hair. So what I like to do is when people don't know what the topic is, I would prefer you just stay in the comments until you figure out what the topic is, and then come up to add on. Just to sit in a box to take space doesn't make sense. Just sit in the comments, throw some hearts out, then figure out what the conversation is, and
some beans too.
yeah, and then just try to tap in. That's the best thing to do, and that's kind of order. Like, we grown. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
We grown.
Yeah.
We grown. Let's move like grown people. Black women don't cheat. You got it, sis.
I raised my hand first.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Sorry, that was petty.
Because you were so correct when you said that when you bring it to this size, people start jumping up with no intentions. 8, 9.
I don't think there's enough to go all the
I
way
mean,
down. He can
to
lock
like
the
a
boxes.
9-box.
He can lock the boxes.
He could do that too. I was suggesting like a 9-box panel, just so we can kind of get our core people up here, that can respond.
That's what I was trying to open up
Yeah.
the boxes for. I thought that's what would happen, but this is what I said. When you open up the boxes and you have this many boxes, you get the chance to just have weird people come up, people that don't know what you're talking about, people that's asking questions, trying to shift it the way they want it to go. You get into people who don't know how to read the room.
Yeah.
They can't deal with a lot of energy.
But you catch a number
It's just-
11 too. She's number 11, giving like good insight. So I think after this,
she
lock
gave
the
great insight.
inboxes.
Box 10 too.
I wanted to say something on this
Excellent
topic
insight.
because I just had a light bulb moment. Okay, because somebody was saying about the spiritual versus like just like the look of it. I've always throughout my life had a extremely interesting hair journey. Every time, like I'm not somebody that gets like physically sick or tired or whatever. Every like difficult, stressful time period in my life shows in my hair. My hair can get incredibly thick. It can get incredibly thin, like brittle, breaking off at like crazy amounts. And I've always looked at it from like the vain side of, oh shit, I gotta look at my life, fix whatever's happening, and also what kind of products or like things can I do to grow my hair. But I never like somebody just said, I think it was number 10, about like the spiritual side of it, what that is actually saying, like the disconnection or something that is happening on a bigger scale, and like this is the physical manifestation that the body is showing. That's all.
Right. Now, in some belief systems, right, they believe that during the day, you should tie your hair. Like in some way it should be plaited or knotted or twisted during the day, because what that does is that helps to absorb solar energy. And at night you should bring the hair down or out, in order to absorb lunar energy. Now, do y'all think that's just a bunch of like fugazi, or do you or does it matter to you how and when you tie your hair or have your hair loose? Does that correlate with?
Let me tell you real quick. Your hair connect you to the ethers. So the sun, your hair connect. When you connect it, your hair, the sun, so-called sun, send information through your hair. Your hair is powerful. Your hair is antennas. So your hair stick up. When you go somewhere, your hair stick up because it's an antenna for you. So your hair is very vital to you in your ascension to being one with the cosmos. Okay, you at one. Everything that's in the whole cosmos is in you. Mars, Mercury, Saturn, the tree, everything, because you got all this material in you. So your hair is a very, very important, vital part of who you is and what you got going on. Like I said, your hair send out signals, and you send signals.
How do you harness all of that energy?
And listen,
How do you harness all of that energy?
But listen. Also, hair carries memory. So therefore, when you put other people's hair in your head, that's why you have these like thoughts. Listen, so it carries memory. Your hair is very powerful. That's why they never taught you about your hair. You never went nowhere to learn about your hair. They don't want you to know nothing about your hair. They just want you to chop it off. And, you know what I'm saying? That's it. So they don't want you to understand.
Simba, you need to go back home.
I know, bro. I am home outside. I got my feet in the dirt. You see that? I'm home right now. I got my feet in the dirt. I'm getting information right now, my brother, from my mother, a cosmic being, the so-called Earth.
Your mother told you wrong.
I know, bro. I know. Listen, y'all got to understand, when I go places, I got these stalkers. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that when I be talking, they got a lot of hate going on, because I'm the general of the army of love.
But what box is that?
Listen, I'm the polar opposite of them. You understand me? I'm the polar opposite. I am the general of the army of love. They spewing hate. The reason they spewing hate because the society has taught them hate. They hate themselves first, right? I'm teaching you about loving yourself, right? Listen, who you been looking for the whole time? That's all I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters. I'm telling you to connect back to yourself. And I'm telling you that your hair is very vital and important in your ascension right now, as you raise up your vibration and you raise up who you are, to understand that we are the true and living gods and goddesses on earth right now. So your hair, very important. And you shouldn't be putting this water in your hair either, because listen, always remember, water carry memory. Your hair carry memory. Water hold memory, okay? So there's not, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand that. And all these things that they tell you in the religious text is to disconnect you from really the real side of this thing. That's why they want you to cover your hair. The sun supposed to hit your hair, all right? You don't supposed to cover your hair. That's the spiritual. All the spiritual practices is given to you by your government, all right? That's what religion
General
is.
Simba,
all right?
okay. See, this is the part I always have the biggest like conflict with like the you need to expose your hair. Oh, Darkness, you want to come up here? Please come up here.
Yeah.
You need
Let me
to
drop somebody for me right now.
You need to
I already know
expose
this
your
nigga's
hair,
gonna be
like you said, to the sun, like to the elements, like this is what it's created for, but also the other side of it of like, where I know it's more so in like religion and stuff, but like you need to protect your hair by covering it. Like you don't expose it. Like, so which one is it? Because those are two opposite extremes.
Okay, listen, this is how I go. The religion text is to keep you from your power. So they tell you, don't cover your hair because they don't want you powerful. You got to understand the religion was given to us by the ones who want to intend to keep us down. I'm telling you to expose yourself to the elements. You are the elements and you need the elements. You need the sunshine. You need everything that's in the air. Religious text is not, especially it's anti-women anyways, okay? Always remember religion is anti-woman, okay? And it's pro-male. So they're going to tell you stuff that's backwards.
I agree with you on that.
My thought on
I'm
that,
telling you, so they're going
as
to tell
I
you
do
stuff
have
that's
my head
backwards. So they
covered
don't
at
want
the
you in
moment.
your power. They
You
don't
got it
want you
next,
in your
Box
power.
11.
They want you as a slave. So that's why they tell you things that are backwards. Okay, they're not gonna empower you because they don't want you more powerful than them. They want to keep you under them. This is the mindset. This is the spirit that they give off.
You're after
This
11
is the signal
darkness.
that they give off.
Mhm.
They give out this signal, period. If you in these religions and a woman to the women to them, the spirit of them is you are our slaves. You are our slaves, and Eve brought in sin. And you know, so that's the ideology of the religion. That's why they tell you to cover your head. They don't want you to connect.
Hold on, number 10. Hold on, number 10. We're going to go in order. After he lands his plane,
he's a troll.
11, and then darkness. He's muted now.
But, hey,
And if y'all want to pay, and if y'all want to pay for a mute, y'all
Yes.
can pay for a mute.
100 beans.
Say it real quick.
100 beans.
But listen, they don't say it real quick. They don't want you connected because if you take that off your hell, you might get connected and you might find the truth. They don't want you with the truth. They want you with their truth, and their truth come from this religious text that they're going to teach you, and you're going to be under them. But if you connect to the ethers and the sunshine, you might find the real truth. You might want to raise up to your goddess status. You might want to be a goddess. You might want to come here to be great yourself instead of being his little sidekick. And he don't want that. He want a sidekick. He don't want you to be the main character or nothing. He wants you to be a non-playable character. So if you connect to the ethers, you get the sunshine on you, and now you might say, oh, I'm a goddess, and I am great, and then I'm myself, and I can be great. I ain't got to be your sidekick, so he don't want that.
Yeah.
He want a slave.
Okay, let him go.
So now we got box number 11. Then after that, we got box number 3, the goddess darkness, and then brass monkey. You got it after.
Unless
box number
anybody
3,
wants
okay?
to expedite the line. 100 beans, that's all it costs. Go ahead.
Okay. So pretty much since I was younger, I had like a very strong connection to my hair. And I've always been very sensitive, right? Like I've, what people call an empath, like I take on energy heavily. So tying my hair, it's not something that like I've done based on religious reasons or anything anyone stated. It's like when I am overloaded, I will place my covering on my head, and that will help to contain it, help me to process what's happening inside, to shed whatever overwhelming energy that I feel before taking on anything else. Right? So it's more of a knowing and something I feel physically that I'll have to do. I definitely believe that when it comes to like absorption of sunlight, like and moon energy and all of that, definitely I think it's better done without the covering, right? Just to speak on what you were initially asking. But yeah, that's my perspective of it.
Are there emotional states that you would rather have your hair covered or uncovered when you're going through those emotional states?
Yeah, so generally, definitely, it happens more during states of anxiety. But these are in spaces where I'm not able to take a moment to actually be outside and absorb solar energy. So if I'm sitting in nature, if I'm able to ground myself, if I'm able to sit in the sun and recharge in that way, then I'm able to do that. Great. But say I have to get up and go to work and I'm feeling overwhelmed, overstimulated, sad, stressed out, anxiety, those kind of things. I have of course, other ways as well that I'll deal with that. But in terms of my hair, I will cover it to aid with that.
I like that. That's powerful. Darkness is on you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the blanketed statements about hair, I disagree with. I feel like if you're not aware of self, it doesn't matter. You can have natural hair, you can have locks and afro and all of that, and it's not going to do anything for you. You do have to be in tune with self. I don't agree that everybody has to do the same thing. You have to be aware of you and where your spiritual journey is. So like how Box 11 was saying, sometimes she needs to cover her hair. Some people don't need to. Some people need to absorb more. And then also, I think when it comes to the whole sunlight and moonlight thing, I feel like we're forgetting the fact that your entire skin absorbs. So yes, although your hair is an antenna, your entire aura is an antenna. So, I don't know. I don't really like making blanket statements about the hair thing because I feel like I know plenty of people with locks and their natural hair and they're dumb as hell and they're not even activating anything within themselves. They're not utilizing any sunlight, moonlight, crystal light, water light, no light. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it really starts with self-awareness, but I get where y'all going with the hair thing.
Okay, love that, love that. Box number 8, it's on you, brother.
I agree.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I find it a bit hard to take in. I think when you look at the Egyptians, in other words, the Egyptians were ones that kept their heads covered, but they were sun worshippers. So really, I'm asking number 6, does this not contradict what you're saying, considering how intelligent the Egyptians were?